Describing one's three best friends to a complete stranger is something that is not easy to do. It's hard enough to decide who in the group is the funniest, the smartest, coolest, or the best looking. It's even more difficult to decide who will be the three other four people in the group to end up with skin cancer. Skin cancer has become an increasingly important issue in today's society due to the use of tanning beds. A shocking 75% of people who use tanning beds after just one time will get skin cancer, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Both men and women have been known to use indoor tanning, and if they themselves don't, then they surely know somebody who does. I myself have many family members and friends who have been affected by their use of tanning beds and have now seen the results. Tanners believe that cancer will not affect them, the only way to get tan is by using the beds, and that sunbathing is as bad as fake baking. After examining all of this and looking at the health risks, it is clear that nobody should endanger themselves by using tanning beds. Nowadays, there are so many ways to get cancer, whether it's rumors of turning on the air conditioning in the car before it's ready, or pesticides or hairspray. Although some of these reasons are not so credible, skin cancer has direct links to fake tanning as a result. According to researcher Liz, the melanoma rate amongst young women has tripled from 1973 to 2004. Melanoma remains one of the most common types of skin cancer, and why would anybody put themselves at further risk when they are already in danger from sunlight? The younger people start tanning, the greater the risk will be. Young adults know that it's harmful to tan, yet they still continue to do it. As stated by Howell, Leishka, and Ryan, 79% of youths between ages 12 and 17 know that sun tanning can be dangerous. And even though they're aware of these chances, they still continue to value their temporary beauty over the future pain that they will have. In an article titled Indoor Tanning, it shows how Brazil, United Kingdom, Scotland, France, and many Australian, Canadian, and some United States have either completely outlawed tanning or made restrictions in which minors must get parental consent before they can use the beds. The fact that it is being outlawed and the statistics show that this issue needs to be taken way more seriously. There is also the common misconception that tanning beds are the best way to tan, when in reality there are many other safer options. Puente describes that people ages 25 to 49 are finally starting to get the right idea by spending a little bit more on spray tans instead of the younger generation who continues to go to the tanning bed because they're cheaper. But you need to remember that no price can be put on health. For this reason, it is important to realize that there are other options to avoid absorbing all the UV radiation that comes from the beds. Dermatologists themselves have been known to recommend either spray-on tans or bottled products. Mayo Clinic describes how these products, also called self-tanners, can give your skin a tanned look without exposing it to the harmful UV rays. These are commonly sold as creams, gels, sprays, or professional spray-on tans, which you can get at practically any salon. These products have even been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. There is no excuse to avoid these safer options, and if you want to get that golden glow, just do it the right way. There is the other misconception that sunbathing is equivalent to the dangers of tanning beds. People have been known to go to tanning beds before vacation or before the summer months because they think it'll prevent them from getting a possible sunburn in the future. But this cannot be more wrong. Wilsey explains how a base tan gives some protection, but the problem is that any skin color change is the body's natural reaction to UV ray exposure. It makes no sense to go to a tanning booth and risk cancer after just one time to prevent possible skin damage from the sun, which is a safer option. Any tan at all is a sign of skin damage and needs attempt to repair it. It are these imperfect impairs which cause the gene effects that do lead to skin cancer. In an article titled Skin Cancer Myth by the Skin Cancer Foundation, it states how tanners receive as much as 12 times the annual ultraviolet dose that they receive from sun exposure when they tan. If you're going to choose one method, make sure you choose the sun over the beds. In another article from the American Academy of Dermatology titled Tanning Indoor, it describes how people wrongly justify the beds for giving them the vitamin D that they should be receiving from the sun. However, anybody can get the right amount of vitamin D from the sun from just being outside for like 15 minutes. There is a difference between fake and natural sunlight. Natural sunlight activates the melanin in the skin while beds attack the blood vessels. A machine cannot create what the earth naturally does on its own. Fake tanning is unnatural and will have lifelong effects. In the past, paleness has been known to be cool, but nowadays society is fixed on the idea of being tan. Look at Jersey Shore, the tanning mom, or Kim Kardashian, who regularly tans. In a survey of this class, less than 1% of you realize that 75% of you will get skin cancer after just one time of using the beds. Tanners should realize that cancer will affect them, fake baking is worse than sunbathing, and that there are other ways to get tan besides using the beds. Before tanning, ask the question, is temporarily looking good really worth putting one's life at risk?